Alright guys, welcome to my new car. It's an 04 Outback H6 3-liter. I was going to make a video today on how awesome it was, but yesterday it decided to give me some problems starting. But when I do get it running, it still runs fine. There's no misfires, no codes or anything. So I think it just might be the usual Subaru problems, probably like mass airflow or idle air. So I grabbed some contact cleaner. I'm gonna remove all like the cam sensors, crank sensors, MAF, and clean everything. Then I got some carb cleaner to clean the idle air control valve, air filter, and seafoam. Try and clean out the fuel injection system too. But I got the cover off here. That's one of the fuel pumps this side. But I just want to hear if the fuel pump is priming, because when it runs, it does run fine, even under load. So I think I can hear that priming just fine. Try it again. Yeah, I can hear that. Sounds like it's priming pretty good, but try and turn it over. See, that started pretty good. So, like I said, I'm gonna clean all the sensors and we'll go from there. Alright, so this is what I use for a scan tool. It's called the Blue Driver. It's actually made in Canada. Bought it off Amazon for $100. It's pretty good. Like, it works well on the Jeep and on the Outback. And so, just scanning my codes. I have it for like bank 1 is lean, and then my rear 2 sensors. And then when you click on a code, has like its own kind of little like message board or social media that will give you certain like possible causes, and also people will put on like what they did to fix these codes. So overall, it's pretty interesting, and the price is well worth it, and especially for live data, so you can like have it plugged in and have your phone running, and it'll give you live data on all the sensors that you have chosen at the time. Okay, so saw the codes there. There's oxygen sensor, bank 1, sensor 2. I do know that the cats have been punched out in this car because the previous owner said that they were clogged. So for that to be out of range, I get that. But the bank 1 lean, that could be a fuel injector problem or oxygen sensor problem, but I'm pretty sure the post-cat O2 sensors have nothing to do with fueling. Like I said, we'll just check everything. But it's at operating temp, so let's if I give it, see, it revs fine. But now let's turn it off. Turn it back on. Still hear the fuel pump priming. Yeah, there you go. There's a problem. Yeah, so when I cycle the key twice, it runs. I almost want to say it is the fuel pump dying, but yeah. Do all the sensors first, and then if not, I'll just order a new fuel pump and put that in. noticed if I cycle the key and help it build fuel pressure, it'll start no problem every time. So that just leads me to believe that there's maybe like a fuel pressure regulator problem. I don't know if that's built into the pump or not. And as you can see it, when I was like looking around the engine bay, I don't really know where the cam sensors are on this on the 6-cylinder, nor do I know where the crankshaft sensors. I hope it's not behind the timing cover, but we'll see how it does with the oil change, because I know it was pretty dirty inside the cap, and I don't think my check engine light works, because even with it on, the key on, all my lights should be on. Yeah, so that bulb is burnt out. It's probably been on for most of its life. But I can hear the pump going just fine. It sounds strong. But there's this down here, this thing. I wonder if that has to do with fuel pressure, or if it's a bleeding off pressure when it's not supposed to, because once it's running, it runs fine. But I'm gonna do a bit more research to find out where the sensors are. I think that's an oil sensor, oil pressure sensor. Yeah. Maybe cam sensors are under here. The covers for the fuel injectors. And for the crankshaft sensor on all the 4 cylinders, they're like literally like right here. So I wonder if I gotta take this whole timing cover off to get to it, but we'll see. Ooh, block heater, nice. But yeah, so it's still just that post-cat auction sensor is giving me issues, but not really gonna worry about that. Well, hope you guys enjoy this video, and hope you can follow me along with this project, because we'll be tackling this rust sooner than later. I have to get that done before winter, and new tires are coming in a couple weeks. Just gonna use these rims for now, put some all seasons on here, and I'll paint these up, and then eventually I'll throw winters on these, and I'll try and find some OEM Subaru alloys to come on here. But as always, guys, thanks for watching.